of YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, everyone. It should be Mitchy Light Letcha here with another episode of It's Toys and Things, and today's video is going to focus on opening up, reviewing, unboxing, chatting, and talking all about the new 12 Days of Halloween Barbie. So, let's get to it! Alrighty, everyone. So, as forementioned, I have the new 12 Days of Barbie Halloween. 12 Days of Halloween Barbie doll that I got at the beginning of the month. I think she dropped either October 3rd or 4th. I was actually on vacation and I happened to remember because I almost missed out. But she was available for... She didn't sell out in minutes. I think she was available for a couple days before she sold out. I'm not sure, but I just know she didn't sell out within minutes because I was actually late to getting online and getting her because I had forgotten. So yeah, I'm just lucky I was able to get her. You know, she was pricey. I think that kind of deterred some people, but it's a doll with a lot of accessories, a more higher grade, hopefully quality, but we're going to find out if the price matches the quality. And I believe the sticker tag was $160. She was only sold on Mattel Creations that I know of. I don't think she was sold on any other selling platform. So yeah, let's just open her up and we'll see what she's all about. So what we're gonna do, if you're new here, first of all, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do what I call the stand-up review. So this is when we stand up, the doll up, or whatever I'm reviewing up, and we look at the box and we do all that good stuff, and then we'll do a tabletop review, which is where I have the camera down and we get a super close up of the doll and all the details and all that good stuff. So that's what we're going to do here. Now, I did get this doll pretty much maybe 4 days, maybe 5 the most after purchasing it, so it shipped pretty fast. I was really hoping to kind of review this earlier in the season because as of now we have 2 days left till Halloween, and I was really kind of hoping to review this, you know, earlier, and then open her all up because she does have 12 accessories, you know, kind of like an advent calendar. You're supposed to open one each day, but if I would have opened up earlier in the season, or even now, what we're going to do is open her all up, because as of right now, like I said, we'll have 2 days to Halloween as of me filming this. So yeah, we're just going to open up everything and take a look at everything. So, alright, so let's first of all get the tissue off. These are what I call tissue box dolls. I have a lot of them with their tissue box, or tissue still on their boxes, and I haven't opened them up or reviewed them or even opened them up off camera to enjoy them. I just, actually the other day, ripped off some tissues off of some. I had a Wednesday doll. She had tissue on it. I had some Dia de los Muertos Barbies from previous years that had tissue on them that I opened up and just got the tissue off, because sometimes the tissue is pretty thick on there depending on how they layer it, and I have a hard time even knowing what the item was. So, oh, sorry about that, knocked the camera there. But yeah, I have a hard time reviewing or looking or seeing, I should say, what the item was. Sometimes I have to like press it because I like to, you know, show you guys on camera what everything looks like. Necessarily, I don't need to take the tissue off, but or on camera. I should probably do the tissue off camera, but whatever, it is what it is, and we're just going to toss that to the side, and we're going to take a look at the box. Now, if you're not familiar, this doll is very retro themed, from mostly more than the 60s, more than anything, if you ask me. 50s to 60s retro themed doll, so that's why she has this retro theming on the box. She has gold foil stating Barbie 12 Days of Halloween in a purple banner, and that print goes all the way down, and then it says Barbie signature at the bottom. We look at the sides. Nothing on the top either. And then of course the back is pretty detailed with a nice overlay. I love this, the moon. It has a blurb. It says Barbie 12 Days of Halloween doll and accessories. And if you want to read that, go ahead and pause and read that at your leisure. But I read the first couple of sentences. It just says, during this bewitching time of year, Barbie's dolls, sleek black cat, and retro witch costumes are too cute to spook. Reveal one vintage-inspired surprise daily over 12 days to throw a spectacular soiree on October's final day. So yeah, I just read the whole thing. But yeah, so that's a cute little rhyming little phrase. But yeah, so we kind of get a glimpse of what the accessories are. And this side of the box has the print, whereas the other side does not. So that's pretty much it for the box. Now it looks like this box slides open, and it's pretty good quality. It's like pretty thick, and it does look like it slides. So let's go ahead and slide. And we're sliding the wrong way, of course. Let's slide this way, and there we go. Reveal, 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 reveal. Oh, and there's the box. And let me get that out the way so we can look at the inner layer here. So there we go with the inner layer. Now, she starts, obviously, 1. This is the doll. So start with that, and then we're going to work our way numerically and go all the way to 12. So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm going to do this live on camera here. Should I do this right now on the tabletop, or hold on, let me see what the back of the box looks like on this one. Okay, because sometimes they have details, but this one does not. It's just plain orange. Just double checking. Yeah, should I? Because it's kind of a big box. Maybe I should get everything out now. Or maybe just the Barbie, and then we can open up the smaller compartments on a tabletop review. Because on a tabletop review, I don't have that much, you know, the way I'm getting so close. So I like to tell you guys kind of behind the scenes of filming something like this. Because I'm so close, you're probably not going to get the full shot of the box. Because I do like such a close-up, and even if I didn't, it's kind of difficult to get the full shot during a tabletop review. So let's go ahead and just open up the doll right now, and maybe we'll open up all her accessories, and then once everything's open, we'll do the detailed tabletop review. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that live. I love how I'm just doing this live for you guys, because sometimes, you know, it's good to see how these things work behind the scenes. And I'm not gonna cut this out, because you guys know, if you watch my channel, I really like to edit things out. What I say is what I say, and what I do is what I do. Alright, so here's the doll, and she's in, looks like some more protective layers there. Looks like she's just gonna slide out. I have not, in full disclosure, I have not watched any other reviews of this doll. So I probably should have. I don't mind getting spoiled sometimes, because if someone has a tip, like, oh, be careful here or be careful there, I like to know that, because I like to give those tips and my reviews so that you, the consumer, if you plan on buying this or have this or whatever it may be, that you know, oh, you know, to watch out to not cut this thing or not cut that thing, you know, whatever it may be. So I probably should have, and I just was able to pop her out. And there we go with her first look at this beautiful doll. Slide her all the way out. Oh no, looks like she's kind of like totally in there. Almost like if you open up a Barbie Skeletor doll, whatever, like I just did the Dia de los Muertos La Llorona doll, and I decided not to get her out of the box because I just didn't feel like dealing with that stuff. But yeah, so what we can do is we can look at her here, and then I can get her totally out of the box off camera. All right, so this is her face. She has that very retro, heavy liner, side eye, heavy shadow, where it's almost like half your eye. Oh, those are real lashes. At first I thought they were painted. They're not. They're real. Well, you know, real as a doll can get. Yeah, so let's put her little hat down a little bit. You can see she has that buckle there. hat back up. And I can see she has one accessory that comes right there. Her, witchy stand. But, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to... Oh, and then look, there's her COA. Alright, so we're going to get her off camera. Or I'm going to unbox her off camera. Let's just go ahead and go through these. So let's go through number 2 next. If I'm able to slide these out without it giving me trouble. There we go. Alright, so this is number 2. And let's look inside. Looks like we got a lot of plastic. Oh, okay, it's her little skeleton buddy. I think maybe, hopefully that glows in the dark. Oh, and her stand. So that is in number 2. We get her stand. And we get her little skeleton buddy. And this is like used as a decoration. I actually might find a little spot and hang them up. You can use a little push pin or something. Hang them up somewhere. It'd be cute. Alright, so that was in number 2. So that is a stand and a skeleton. Let's go for number 3. Oh, that was much easier to get out. Oh, deep. Alright. Slide. It's much deeper than what it looks for some reason. Alright, so this is number 3. This how it looks. And let's... Okay, this is simple. This is just one. Oh, yeah, one accessory. So we have a candelabra with 3 candlesticks that have orange flames. And the candelabra has like baddie cobweb wings on it. Type of wings. But yeah, we'll open that up and we'll get a better look at that. So that was number 3. And now let's go for number 4, which is all the way at the bottom here. Let me kind of show you there. Number 4 all the way at the bottom. Oh, that one slid out pretty easily. Number 4. That's what she looks like inside before we get her to open. And then, oh, we have 2 wine cups or 2 chalices. I guess maybe she's going to have herself a guest for dinner. Probably Ken. Or maybe Ken's best friend. Who knows? But she's having somebody for dinner. So that's 2 wine cups in box number 4. Let's go for number 5. And we have, this is what it looks like. And we have a book. Like, it's a spellcasting book. We'll get a closer look at that too once I get them all out of the packages. So now we're going to go for number 6, which is up here. That's what it looks like inside. It looks like we come with 2 accessories. So we have one of those lenticular portraits. I have some of these as decorations. We have nice cutesy Barbie and then spooky Barbie. Love that. And then we have a tiny invitation, and I absolutely adore that. That I just adore. That is so cute. So we have a retro little invitation to our Halloween party, or soiree as the box put it. So that was number 6. Let's go to number 7. And this is what it looks like inside. And let's get it out. Oh, what are these? Are these maracas? Or potion bottles. Okay, you can tell you're Latino when you look at these and think maracas. No, they're potion bottles. So they go like that. So 2 cute potion bottles. And that was number 7. Let's go for number 8. And that's what it looks like on the inside. And oh, we have a big old bubbly cauldron. Really nice. Love this. Can't wait to get that out. And that was number 8. Let's go for number 9. And that's what it looks like inside. Oh, we have one of my favorite things. Well, it's candy apples. I like caramel apples better. Caramel apples with the peanuts. During this season, I literally eat them every day because they only come out once a year, and I like to enjoy them. So we have caramel or candy apples, and then we have a cake stand. Kind of reminds me of the cake stands you can get at Target that look just like this. So cake stand, and that was number 9. Now we're at number 10 at the bottom here. That's what it looks like. And we have a big old pumpkin. Or a jack-o'-lantern, I should say. And that's pretty much it. Oh, I was hoping for a switch or something. Nah, don't light up. Alright, and that was number 10. Now let's go for... Oh, now my little boxes are starting to fall. Now let's go for number 11. This is what it looks like on the inside. And let's pull it out and see what we got. And we got her precious cat. The glare with the plastic, but yep, cat. Like I said, we'll get a better look at these once I open them up. And then let's go for number 12 here. I'm gonna have to hold the box for this one. There we go. Big box for number 12. And let's see what we got. Oh, okay. This is her second outfit. Alright, so for number 12, we have her kitty cat costume. And that comes with her mask and her shoes. Like I said, we'll get a closer look at all of these now that I'm done. So it's time for a tabletop review. So let me just go ahead and unwrap and unbox and get all these out the box, so then we can get a very, very close look at every single little thing. I'll be right back. Alrighty, everyone, I am back, and we have her out of the box and all of her accessories. Now, her unboxing experience wasn't actually that bad. Favorite part was that she didn't have any plastic hammers in her head, and you gotta pull her head out or cut, and I just hate those things. So, especially when they put them in the head, and those things, they're hard to get out of their head. I'm sure there's some way to actually really dig them out of their heads, but it's annoying. But I'm glad she didn't have that. She just had, only annoying thing she had was this waist thing that was kind of tied in through her dress, or inside of her dress. But other than that, she really wasn't that bad to get out of that little sleeve that she was in. What was more annoying is all the bags opening up all these accessories. That took more time than getting her out of the box. And then, like I said, she had this, which I just want to show again real quick. Nothing on the back, simple there. And yeah, so like I said, it's tabletop review time. So let's go ahead and do what we do here, and that is going head to feetsies. Hold on one second, let me... Yes, let's just that just a little bit. Alright, so let's go head to feetsies here, and let's get a closer look at this beautiful, beautiful girl here. So, I'm going to start with her face. And as I was stating earlier, she has that heavy shadow, and with the heavy liner, very, very cat-eye looked, side eye. And she does have, they're very, very hard to see. But, oh, there you go. I don't know if you can see that. She does have, like, real lashes there. I mean, you can even feel them. Is that what that is? Is that real lashes or just plastic? Oh, no. That is... sorry, I'm, like, trying to figure out, didn't show you on camera. That's not real. It felt real when I first felt it, but it's actually, no, it's just plastic. It's like plastic sculpted out. So it looks real, but they're not. So, yeah, that was very deceiving. But, good job. But yeah, I'm fine with that. They're, like I said, they're sculpted out, as you can see there in that look. And then, she love her purple eyeshadow, love her eyebrows, love her purple lipstick, and she has a cute little mole. And she has the most precious little retro style face. As far as her hair, it is heavily, heavily, heavily gelled. I mean, it's hard as a rock. Some of it on my doll here is a little loosey-goosey, but that's okay. Maybe some of it give it a little bit more of a natural look when you have some loose pieces there. Like I said, normally there would have been like plastic hammers I thought I was going to have to rip out, but there wasn't. She just has a very big underroll, like what they used to call like a French roll underroll there. Like I said, it's very hard, but yeah, so that's it for her hair. She does have earrings. Oh, I just actually noticed them. And she has those plastic things to protect the ear from getting, or not the ear, the head from getting any staining from the dye or the plastic or whatever it may be. Those things are just, I'm going to leave them on there. They're just a pain to take off and take off, especially when you have tiny earrings. And they can fly across the room because they're like so tight, and then you pull, and then snap, and it flies across the room, and then your dog eats it. So I always like to say. But yeah, so anyway, so she has 2 tiny little gold studs. And then let's look at her hat. And now we can bend her hat down a little bit here. She has a gold buckle, black strap all around the hat. It is pointy. It just needs to be fluffed out a little bit from getting bent over in her box. So kind of work on that a little bit. But yeah, so we can put her hat down just a little bit. But yeah, so there she is with her hat down a little bit. And then she has this necklace. There is some bands there, which I'm not going to cut. They're either to keep the dress nice in place or to keep this necklace in place. This necklace is like a kind of like a brooch type gold with like a wine colored jewel. Black ribbon goes around, and it is tied. And then as you can see, it's tied with that plastic thing too. So not going to mess with that. It'll help, like I said, keep that necklace in place. And now we're going to go for her outfit. So her outfit is, it's not thick. It's very, like, this is like chiffon type. It's very nice. I wouldn't say it's cheapy. It's not the best quality, but it's definitely not like fashionista cheap. It's a real nice soft feel to it. And then, of course, the sleeves go down to this black cuff here, and cuff goes all the way around her wrist, and then the top here. So we have a half corset with her ribbon or threading there, and then we have a black lace overlay, the purple, which I always love this type. It's good, like Halloween costume. And this feels pretty nice, actually. It's not cheapy. It feels really nice. Thin. I felt thinner, but so it is thin, but not, like I said, cheapy either. So, yeah, so, and then we look at the back of her, and this is where that plastic thing was tied in. I didn't really like that. Kind of leaves like a gaping hole right there. It is Velcro, so maybe I can try to, now that that plastic is gone, there we go, cover that up a little bit there. Cover her little bum up there. She had a little bit too much showing. But yeah, so that's what the back looks like. Velcro. And, you know, this is not something you want to untie or anything. It's not like it's a real corset. You know, she has a nice, I don't know how to put this, breast area that makes the corset looks good. I don't know how I should put that, but yeah. So anyway, so if we go at the bottom here towards her skirt and bottom, this is the bottom. This, of course, has your normal cuts that might fray over time. Like if you were to maybe heavily play with this, or maybe just over time. Be careful with this here. It might fray. It's thin. I don't know if I want to call it cheapy. It's just not thick. Not like thick, heavy, good quality. But not like fashionista type either. It's a mid-grade. We'll just call it mid-grade. Lace goes all the way down. And then it does go, let me fluff her out a little bit there. And it does go all the way. That's the back of her. The front of her. And yeah, so that's her. Oh, let's talk about her hands. I forgot. She does have cute little purple polish. Not as dark as her lips, but it is cute. Oh, and let's talk about her shoes. I forgot. Her shoes are like your classic type of witch clog. Gold buckle. And with the side cut there. And clog there. She has these holes at the bottom of her shoes. I don't know if you can see that. Because of her stand here. I've never seen a stand like this. I was trying to play with it and put her in there. I'm not sure. Because it seemed to have gone in one and not the other. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. Or what. But yeah. Is she supposed to like kind of levitate on this? Am I doing it the wrong way? I don't know. If you know, maybe I should watch another review. But if you know, please help me out. How does that stand go? Alright, so that's it for the doll. She's pretty simple. Not too much to cover there. But let's put her to the side. And then let's look at all her accessories. So we're going to look at what came with her when we opened up box number 1. And she came with this broom here. That's kind of messed up there from being in the box. But she has a little handle. So, you know, you can slip it around her hand there, I'm assuming. And yeah, this has like that weird plasticky kind of cheap feel to it. But that's her broomstick. Then, of course, like I said, the stand, which I do like that purple, the Barbie and purple there. And then let's just bring out all of these because I like literally, they're just rolling around. So we have, I forget what number everything went into. I think the skeleton was next. He's a little bendy skeleton, good Halloween decoration. Oh my. I'm glad that I did not break him. I would have been a little upset. He just pops back in. There he goes. Yay. Mr. Skeleton is fixed. So, I wonder if he glows in the dark. But, good little decoration. If you're going to put it in a dollhouse. And then let's look at her candy apples. They're cute. Detailed. I like the way they like to have a real stick. And you can see that they're apple at the bottom. And that they're covered. And again, she comes with 3. Let's look at her cake stand. Like I said, this looks almost like the exact ones, the real nice ones that you can buy at Target. Very, very cute. It's funny she doesn't even get a cake to put on it. But, yeah, maybe you can put her cat, her picture, a bunch of things you can put. Her little potion bottles. Where's the other one? Potion bottles that I thought were maracas. That's hilarious. There's the other one. So, kind of translucent, purple and green. So, you could probably, like I said, let me see here. Let me see if they'll stand on their own. I would hope so. It'll be, no, they do not. Well, that kind of sucks. I'll fool around with that later. Maybe try to get them to stand, or if you want, tape them or glue them if you want to risk that. Here's her venticular photo, which I really, really like that. I think it's spooky and cute. Look, there she is, all cute. Then she gets spooky. That's what the back of it looks like. Very light, you know, plastic. Can't really say too much about it. Let's look at her wine glasses. She has 2. They're like a translucent black. Let me just get a closer look here. Let's see if it said anything. No, it just looks like it may have some design. There we go. Oh, it's a bat. That's what I can see it better now that I put it in the camera. Yeah, so she has bats on her wine glasses. We can definitely fit her wine glasses on that table there. Or stand. Next up, the candle bra. If I'm even saying that right. Like I said, with kind of, looks like bat wings, but it's also spider webs. And then she has these, and they do snap in. So she She has 3 of them. I'll snap those in later. And then we can look at her cat, her bestie, maybe her familiar. It says B, I believe, on her collar. Is that a letter? Or no, that's just like a pendant. Doesn't say anything. It's some sort of another cat? I have no idea. But he can chill also on the stand because, you know, cats like to jump up on things anyway. So he's being a naughty boy and he's going to jump up on a little cake stand there. Cauldron, which you can also put on the stand. This I like. Kind of has a bit of a freaky, realistic look. I don't like the way all these bubbles look because I have trypophobia. So, not cool for me. Jack-o'-lantern, which again you can also put on that stand. Her book. And the book does not open. But this is her little spell book. Like I said, it does not open. And then let's look at her little invitation here because I actually opened it and it does open and it does say something. So it says Halloween party, retro style. It says you're invited, Halloween party at the Dream House, October 31st at 7 p.m. Now that to me is super cute. So we're all going to go to the Dream House this Halloween and party it up. Now let's look at the last thing, which is her second outfit. This is her mask. Which, sorry, let me take this off camera. I want to know if this, oh no, it's like a stretchy. I wonder how we're getting that on. It is like a cloth here. It's not plastic, it's cloth. See? Not plastic, cloth. Not cloth, elasticy, but not plastic. Her heels. Now, I actually love this little detail on her heels. Is she has like these claws at the tippy of the heel. And it has that hole in it again. But I like that because she has claws on her little heelsies. And that's it. When I was putting the box back together, it was kind of like a puzzle putting everything back in its little slots. And, except for the 4 boxes, they're all the same size. And I don't know which number they were, so I'm going to actually have to look at this video and find out which number went where because I want it to go exactly how it looked. But yeah, that's just me. But I figured I'd mention that. Alright. Oh, forgot her outfit. See, you guys didn't remind me. You didn't remind me. So her second outfit is pretty thick. I probably don't ever plan on putting her in this, but yeah, it's cute. It's a little fur here, which is realistic, or feeling fur. It's not like plastic ear or something. Tail. And it has like a sleek look. And a nice purple bow that's pretty thick. Velcro in the back. It's a nice outfit. I like it. It's cute. Maybe I will try one day. I don't really like dressing small dolls. I find that hard. Especially when you have nails. It's I got all these like extra outfits and I probably never plan on putting a doll in one. On American Girl dolls it's easier being that they're bigger dolls, but these smaller dolls I'm not sure. Maybe I'll give it a try one day, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. I did get everything. Are these potion bottles? These have to be. Yeah, they're like decanters or potion bottles. They're definitely not maracas. Oh, there. He's standing up there. Woo! You hear that? You see? That's what I'm talking about. Now I have to go find that. Ugh! Alrighty. So that was nice. Alright, well, that's going to wrap up this review. And I better hurry it up before my dog finds out and eats it. Alright, so thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you so much for watching this. And let me know if you like this doll, if you got this doll, if you have this doll, if you opened up this doll. What do you think of this doll in general? What do you think of the price point being $160 for everything that you get here? Let me put her back in the picture. For everything that you get here. I think it's, I don't know if I'd say worth it. I mean, I believe if this doll was like $75, she probably would have sold out in a couple minutes, because they know that this doll, being a Halloween, 12 days of Halloween instead of like a 12 days of Christmas, is kind of a bit more rare to have a Halloween themed 12 days doll rather than, like I said, a Christmas doll. So I don't know where her resale value is. I have not looked, but I'm pretty sure she's at least double, or at least half of that more on the resale market right now, being, like I said, the rarity of it. So yeah. Oh, I didn't even talk about her articulation. Let me go ahead and, she does not move. Her articulation, I forgot to mention that. Her elbows don't move, her wrists don't move, her neck does. It's very straight. She has no ankle or leg movement. It's very straight. So she does not have 5 points of articulation on this doll. I'm glad I remembered that, because that's important, right? So yeah, just so you know that, no articulation except for her head. I mean, her arms go up and down, legs go up and down, but there's no knee, wrist, ankle, none of that articulation. So no 5 points of articulation on her. All right, now what was I saying before I got distracted? Yeah, you know, the price point kept some people away, and I completely understand. Like, you know, we are not like the best of times right now. But if you just to buy the doll for like an investment or just save it, I'm not saying resell it, but she's definitely going to be worth more than her value, because of, like I said, the rarity of this type of Halloween doll from Barbie. So yeah, I liked it. I mean, if she was any more than 160, you probably, you know, you really have to think about it. In all honesty, I would say 120 would be fair. I would say 120 would be fair. I don't know about 160, but that has been the price of the other 12 days dolls, if I recall. So, like I said, you take it or leave it. You risk not buying it right away. I mean, it's really up to you about what you think the doll is worth. And if you ever get FOMO about it, you're going to have to get her in a secondhand market, because I doubt she's ever going to get restocked. She sold out. So then you're going to be paying much more. But like I said, it's all up into you, the buyer, the consumer. Alright, so again, let me know what you think about this doll in general. And yeah, so if you like this comment, definitely comment. But if you like this video, definitely like and give me a subscribe. I am almost at a milestone, and I would like to get to there pretty soon. That would be great, so then I can start doing a giveaway and stuff like that. But other than that, I will catch you guys in the next one, and talk to me down in the comments, because I answer all comments. Other than that, bye! Now let me go look at that Morocco on the floor somewhere.